And then what type of uncertain futures?
Okay, well, this book started with an idea because so many people use the phrase disruption,
Yeah.
and very often it's used in the economic sense of the term. It's kind of the Elon Musk view that move quickly and break things. And when you look at that historically, you find that's exactly what disruption means in terms of the economy and in terms of capitalism in particular. That capitalism only works because it keeps breaking things, it keeps changing, it keeps veering one direction and the next direction. But my understanding was, while that's important, is that we were currently experiencing other disruptions, many other disruptions. The geopolitical disruptions, for example, which aren't always called disruptions, but fit the pattern of move quickly and break everything. Or if you look at things like climate issues, for example, fundamentally geopolitical disruptions about which there's huge differences within communities. So what I tried to do in this book is to put together everything that I thought was a disruption, in addition to the economic disruptions. That is, I wanted to, if you like, multiply the understandings of what disruptions meant. That was the first point. And the second, and perhaps more important point, was to say these don't happen one after the other. They all happen together. So the economic disruptions keep coming, and we see that through artificial intelligence and the predictions of the World Economic Forum, constant job losses, et cetera, et cetera. We see demonstrated the geopolitical issues every day, whether it's in Ukraine or whether it's in Gaza, whether it's in Africa with Darfur. We see it all the time. And sometimes all those things happen in the one place to some people together. So that was the rationale for the book. What I tried to do was to show in the subsequent chapters that there are some issues that we really need to deal with. For example, if there's going to be continuing banning of book from schools, if people are going to say, no, teachers can teach this but not that, that undermines the processes that will help to overcome the disruption. If, for example, people believe that climate change is not real, it's just a construction, that is really highly problematic in terms of equipping young people for the future. So what I do is to take each disruption and try to say, well, if there is a contrary view, we need to understand that that view will lead itself to even further disruption. So if you don't do anything about climate change, it will become worse and worse and worse. If you don't do anything about racism, it will become worse and worse and worse.